So welcome back to another chatty video of opinions I have that nobody asked for, and I'm just gonna give them to you anyway. So this video is my no buy for 2025, but really it's more of like a no buy or things I'm buying less of. And I feel like that's good because I just bought way too much in 2024 and we got to tone it down, get back on our budget. I recently watched a documentary on Netflix and I forgot the name of it, but I'll put the thumbnail over here. And it got me thinking a lot about consumerism. And I've already kind of had my opinions on consumerism lately, and I've honestly been feeling it right here. I've been feeling it. I'm like, oh, I've been bad about consumerism the last couple of years. Like me and Amazon, we've been like this. When you're a new mom, I have to say you can slip into the traps of like Amazon and online shopping really fast because it's convenient. Like I have diapers on auto subscription, wipes on auto subscription, dog food on auto subscription, which is all like very beneficial. However, it just makes it easier for you to be like, oh, I need that. Let me see if Amazon has it. And then you kind of get that way with everything. Whereas it would be more beneficial just to use it for your essentials, which I would feel like diapers and wipes are essentials. But I definitely was far past diapers and wipes. You know, like I don't have a close personal relationship with our Amazon delivery driver, but I'm sure that they have a close personal relationship with us, that they know us, that they're like, of course, I'm going to go to that house this week multiple times. Let's get past the rambling and get into my no buy or things that I'm buying less of. The first thing is jackets and pullovers. If you know me personally, you know I have a problem with sweaters and jackets and pullovers and puffy vests, and I love all the comfy, cozy things. And I had to get rid of so many because we just don't have the space in this house. We moved here. Our bedroom only has one tiny little closet for me and my husband to share. So that means I have to move most of my like winter clothes to another closet in the house. And at some point, you're just like running into storage issues and you look at all your coats and you're like, I don't even wear all these coats. I have one body. Let's be real here. I don't need this many winter jackets. I love winter jackets because I like to style clothes, but I didn't need them. So that was on my no buy list. I donated probably about half of those jackets because I wasn't wearing them anymore and I didn't need them. So that one's honestly going to be hard for me though, because like I said, I love a comfy, cozy pullover. If you take me to Arri in the wintertime, it's not good. They have too many soft things that I can just wrap up in. So need to avoid that store as well. Next thing is plastic, like Tupperware food containers. And really this whole video could be like just how I'm reducing my plastic in 2025, because I think that is also an important thing to start considering. We're seeing our environment shift and change. Yeah, I just don't like plastic food containers anyways. I prefer glass. We actually use, I'm sitting right in front of our drawer here. We actually use these glass containers most of the time. And then I have a few of these like plastic ones for if I'm going to send food home with somebody, which is rare because I rarely ever host people over here. I have those, but I just don't like them. They don't hold up. They get dingy in the dishwasher over time. We have such hard water at our house that it's really hard to clean these containers. So I'm just ditching them, like I'll give them away. I'll send food to people in those containers, but I'm not going to keep them around our house anymore. The next thing is like cheap trinkets or tchotchke little items. Here's my thing with those is I get gifted these a lot. And I think people come from a good place when they're trying to get you a gift. They don't necessarily know what you're into or what you like all the time. So I feel like those things just add up, but I don't want to hold on to them anymore. I want to either just like gift them to someone who I think would actually appreciate them or donate them. I started following the Minimal Mom like years ago because of my mother-in-law, and she actually said like the more stuff you own, the more stuff you have to manage, and that is so true, and I just don't want to do that anymore. It's not fun. And then I'm constantly picking up messes and clutter, and I've learned about myself that I genuinely just don't enjoy clutter. So I like flat surfaces and clean spaces. No, do I like little decor to make it fancy and cute? Yes, but do I need all of it? Absolutely not. Okay, new books. My dogs, they love to bark at everything. Okay, my to be read pile is like, it's too big, honestly. And to be read even on my Kindle. Like I have stuff downloaded on my Kindle that I have yet to read. And so I'm not buying any more new books until I read down some of what's in my to be read pile. Part of the problem is I'm in a book club, and so I feel like I have to finish the book that we have for book club, and I don't finish any of the books that I bought just to read on the side. And honestly, maybe because I just don't have time to read that much right now. Like with my toddler, he demands a lot of time and attention. So I'm trying to do audiobooks, but honestly, I zone out during an audiobook and just start thinking in La La Land. So it's been hard. I'm not buying any more books until I get through some of those. And I'm just going to hone in on my book club books and get through those. Next on the list is new makeup. I actually feel like I did really good with this one in 2024. Because there was a time I had so much makeup, I didn't even know what to do with it all. I had more eyeshadow than I have a face, obviously, and it was just too much. So I've actually done really well with this in 2024, and I want to keep it up in 2025 to not buy something unless I'm like running out or at the bottom of it. And I actually really liked doing this because it gave me a really good feel for what products I like and didn't like. Like if I would run out of a foundation and then get a new foundation, I would quickly find out if I liked that foundation or not because it was the only one I had. But yeah, to be honest, I don't wear as much makeup as I used to. I just don't feel like where I live now, a lot of people wear a ton of makeup. When I was living in the South, I feel like everybody was always like dressed to the nines and cared about their face and stuff. But now that I live in the Northwest, like people here are just much more active and like to go outside and be outdoorsy, and people just really don't care. Like most of the time I see other people with no makeup on. So I've kind of embraced that lifestyle. I don't wear it as much. I do a very like simple, minimal routine, and that's it. So candles. I have too many candles. And I really want to start getting away from candles and use more like natural scents, like essential oils and stuff, just because I feel like it's a little bit better for you, for your kiddos, which is hard for me because I love a good candle. I'm burning Marshmallow Fireside right now from Bath & Body Works. It's one of my favorite scents. I used to work there, and so I do have a bit of I have a bit of a nostalgia and a pull for those scents. Because sometimes they just kind of take me back. You know what I mean? Like, I remember being like 18, chilling in my room, watching Vampire Diaries, burning my flannel candle, and it was just good times, you know, before I had major responsibilities in life. So, yeah, but I'm trying to break away from that. I have like a corner in our back hallway closet that's just filled up with candles that I need to get through before I buy any more. I mean, it's just not necessary to have like a huge bucket full of candles. It's not. So I really don't think my collection's that big right now. So I feel confident that I could probably get through them by the end of the year. So yeah, that's where we're at with candles. Right. This is where I start moving into like the the plastics. So the next thing on my no buy is Dawn dish soap. I'm buying less of. Here's the thing. These dish soaps come in these massive plastic containers, And from what I understand right now, a lot of these things can't truly be recycled. And that's starting to just like rub me the wrong way because I just don't want to keep contributing to that. Now, I love Dawn dish soap though, because it's really good at getting stains out of clothes. I've used a lot of other stain fighters, a lot of other methods to try and remove stains. And I find, and different soaps too, but I find Dawn dish soap just always does the trick. Like it always gets it out. So I'm still going to have it, but I think I'm just going to stick to having like a little bottle and keep it in my laundry room area. But I don't actually want to use it for dishes anymore. I actually just purchased from, I think it's called Zero Waste Market, I believe. Their dish block, and you can get the little scrubber that goes with it. And I saw this girl on TikTok mention that block lasted her like a whole year for washing dishes. And I was like, that is amazing because we go through so much Dawn dish soap, okay? So much. And I just feel terrible contributing to all the waste in our environment with those big plastic jugs. I wish more companies just sold refills, like refill packets, so that we didn't have to get those because they're just not good. You know what I mean? So buying less of that. But like I said, I think I'll still get it and leave it in my laundry closet instead of using it for our everyday dishes. This one is laundry detergent. Again, we have a lot of laundry detergent because we used to have an Airbnb, so we had to keep it stocked. So I think this year I'm going to focus on using up the rest of that laundry detergent, and then I want to get the little, actually I ordered this, it's a brick, and you just dissolve it in like a big jar of water. It's super concentrated, and then you just use that for your loads of laundry instead of getting the big plastic jugs and filling your washing machine. So I'm excited about that because again, these jugs, they're massive. I don't know if they're truly being recycled. I don't, but I just don't want to keep contributing to those. Those are things that we go through a lot of because we're doing a lot of laundry with kids and stuff. So I'm making the switch on those. I'm hoping these products are good. I'll keep you updated. Yeah, but we found these massive mason jars. There's one right behind me under the house, like in the crawl space. And so I was like, these are going to be perfect for my laundry detergent. My next no buy this year is fast fashion, which might be kind of hard, especially with like a growing toddler, because I feel like he's literally growing 4 inches every month and needs a new pair of pants. Otherwise, he has high waters on. But I actually really, and I think I'm going to make a separate video about my New Year's resolutions. I really want to learn how to sew. I feel like sewing in general is just a lost craft among our society. Like my mom said she took sewing classes in high school and stuff. We never did that. Like we had a home ec class. They even had a kitchen attached to our home ec class. You know how many times we used it? Like twice. Like we did not learn any home life skills in that class. It was just kind of a waste of time. But I also think it's because people just don't prioritize those things anymore and don't give themselves the time to do it. But I feel like that's something I really want to learn. Like I told my husband, like, oh, how cool would it be to be like the mom at school who sews people's costumes for plays and stuff like that would be really cool. I always thought those moms were like really cool moms, I guess. I thought my mom was a cool mom too. She was a nurse. She still is, and she works her tail off. She didn't have time to be sewing. Okay, so no blame to my mom for not being that mom. But yeah, so I think I want to learn how to do that, and I want to stop buying fast fashion as much, like Shein, H&M, Old Navy. None of it even lasts. Like I tried to go thrifting for 2024. That was one of my New Year's resolutions, was to go thrift shopping more. And I still want to try to do that this year, but I'm going to be honest, our thrift stores are just filled with fast fashion, with Shein and Old Navy and all these clothes that aren't good quality. So I feel like even going there right now isn't really going to help me find the quality of clothing I want. Like I think I'll go there, I'll look for fabric, maybe some bed sheets, see if I can upcycle some things in any way, but it's actually like super hard to find anything of quality in thrift stores anymore. So, right, the last thing, I'm sure there's more things, but this video is getting rambly. But the last thing is reusable water bottles. Why do you need so many reusable water bottles? I'm going to tell you that I think I'm going to stick to 3. I have this Owala water bottle, which is a 32 ounce. And then I think I have another one that's a 16 ounce. This one's great for like around the house because it's massive. I don't really like lugging this around anywhere, and it doesn't fit in my cup holder in the car. But the 16 ounce one is skinnier and it does fit in my cup holder. So I like taking that one out and about. And both of those have been great for water. I tend to drink more water out of those for some reason. I don't know if it's psychological, I don't know. And then I have one Stanley thermos thing that I like to put my sodas in. And I think those are the only 3 reusable cups that I'm going to keep because it just gets out of hand. And I know that's a popular gift to give people is like reusable water bottles and stuff, and that comes in swag and stuff like that, but they're just not necessary. I don't want them. I'm going to donate them. If you have any other thing you think you can do with them to maybe upcycle them or use them in another way, let me know. But yeah, I feel like you only need a couple, and really I'm happy with just my 16 ounce Owala. I don't even need this big guy, but I keep it whenever I accidentally leave my other one in the car. You know what I mean? Because sometimes my hands are full, okay? I have a child. But yeah, that is it for my no buy or buying less of for 2025. What are some things that you are buying less of, or you're just not going to buy, full stop, you're done with it? I want to know. Leave it in the comments, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.